I was like,
Okay. In accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting of Public Access Cable Committee is being recorded and will be uploaded to the Lunenburg Access YouTube after the meeting. This meeting is being held in person at the location provided in this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation is being provided as a courtesy to the public, meeting will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with particular interest in any specific item on the agenda should make plans for in-person rather than virtual attendance accordingly. Zoom meeting information is in the notice. The agenda lists all the topics which may be discussed at the meeting and those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes may be taken as a result of discussions. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by the open meeting law. So as we have a committee member joining us via Zoom, we do roll call. Steve, are you here?
yeah,
Pete?
Here,
Faith?
Here,
And me, and we're joined by Joe, manager. So, are there any public comments? Hearing none, are there any committee comments?
Steve, did you ever get a chance to talk to the select board that night? You sat up there for about 3 hours.
I did the budget, but that wasn't, the select board?
Yes.
That was to do with space.
Did you ever speak to them? Because I saw you sitting there for a long time and then you weren't there at the end when public comment came up.
I was sitting there in self-defense, basically, in case questions came up. So, yeah, you're right, I did sit there. I got home, my whiskey evaporated.
Oh, you have plenty in supply.
Fortunately, I do. Anything further? Communications. I have had one from our new town manager, which was asking about our new cable contract, which we need to start work on, and she wasn't quite sure how we did it. So I responded to her. She did like the budget presentation that I made, which was nice of her. I told her the history of Cable Advisory Committee. Haven't heard anything since then, but I presume she'll look for at least one person off this committee to be part of that if they do it the same way. Okay, any other communications? Hearing none. Review and approve the minutes.
I found your apostrophe
Aha. And heavens.
on the second page.
Sorry, Steve.
Should warrant contain real numbers? No apostrophe is needed. It's just a plural. Was that the one you had in
I'm
mind?
pretty sure it was.
Okay.
It was just an apostrophe.
Yeah.
I'm only telling you that because I just wanted to prove I read them.
Well, it doesn't hurt to read them again. I'm glad
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Second,
Seconded by Pete. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Hearing none. All those in favor by roll call, Steve,
aye,
Pete,
aye.
Faith,
Aye.
me, aye. We're good, moving right along.
Steve, I have to commend you for the work you do on these minutes. There's some
Yeah.
committees that either have to get someone else to do them outside, or minutes I know on our own pack were quite brief and
Oh, well, thanks.
they're now terrific. It's, I think you should consider publishing them at the end of the year.
No, that's okay. I do minutes for another organization too. That one includes cartoons. This is a state thing, so I don't. Just so you know, the agenda does have the wrong minutes written in.
Good.
So I didn't, oh, no, maybe yours does have the right ones because, no, it's wrong. No, that's all right. We're still okay.
Okay,
Managers report.
so we've done the February the 3rd, that's right. So we're all doing the right one. Managers monthly report.
This is Joe Toll speaking. It was kind of a slow month. I was on vacation for a week in February. But we did hire Lily Marble. I mentioned that last time. She started in February and she's doing the live broadcast training at Town Hall. I think she'll probably be ready to work on her own within 2 to 3 weeks. And I'll go with her and make sure
Yeah,
she does it
I
correctly.
did meet her there when went to the select of FinCom, one of them.
Yeah.
I met her there.
Yeah. We finished basketball recordings for the season. I'm still working on the knitting show. I expect to record either week 4 March or week 1 in April. We're going through the different shows and breaking them down, and we're planning a shopping trip, and there's a lot of preparation work before it gets started. I attended an open meeting law webinar put on by the state, which was at Town Hall. It was very good. And I attended this month's videographer meeting. It was a good review of equipment and some great ideas floated around. So that was good. Eric did a great job at that meeting. As far as your packet, financially, we are at 1.019 million. The interest from December just hit the books, so that was added. As you can see, it was under December, it was over $7,900 in interest.
This is the town interest, not the Bartholomew.
I believe
interest.
it's the town interest.
Yeah, because the Bartholomew one doesn't show up the same way.
Right.
I still don't know where all that money comes from. It was 15,000 in September.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
yeah. It makes no sense to me, but they just added it in and posted it for December. So like I said, it was over $7,900. And of course, the town financial report is attached to, you want to check my numbers.
They all look good. I mean, the 5s are well written. The 6s have a nice curve to them. The 8s look really nice, well proportioned.
Well, thank you.
None of them.
Excellent font too.
After the financial reports is the program analysis for February. We are way far behind from last year. We've been doing so many meetings lately and long meetings, school committee, FinCom. Just different, like even tonight, the master plan steering committee is added this month. So it sort of hurt our local programming, but Kayla has a number of things scheduled for March, so that's good. But we're at 67% local programming. Still about 3% less than I want it to be, but we'll just keep working on it.
Joe, we're doing Talking Baseball Thursday.
Yep, I have that.
So we got, Dan's got all new twists on it and we've all winter to think about season 11, so you can add that.
Oh, Okay, great. Yeah, I have that down here for the 6th of March, Thursday,
Yep.
5.
Yep.
Okay, yep, and our calendar is attached at the very end. As you can see, March is gonna be pretty busy. As I mentioned, Kayla had a lot of things in there. And that's other than day-to-day activities with updating programming and vouchers and administrative work, that's all I have.
Were you, well, that'll come when we talk about space.
Places on the agenda.
Is there any questions?
Hearing none, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the 26 budget, I spent a lot of time with Joe making sure we put it together right. And I presented it to the FinCom. And that was the first time I ran into the town manager. She was at the FinCom meeting as well. This was in the Bellotto room.
Mhm.
And they asked a whole bunch of questions. In fact, I was pleased to see that because I'd much rather they understand what's really going on.
Right,
And I asked a bunch of questions, and as best I could, I answered them. They all seemed happy, so I still don't know if the warrants can have numbers in. It's a town issue, not ours. But if it has numbers in, they will put in.
Right.
We also in the budget did not have a retained earnings number because we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. And further, unless anything's changed, our indirect costs were estimated.
right.
You haven't had anything different on health?
I have not, I can check tomorrow.
I think it was a 14% increase.
14?
I remember. That's
Holy
11 or
mackerel.
14.
Yikes.
It was huge.
Yeah,
I know it's not in public, but the word on the street is that the Ozempic line of medicines are very expensive and more people are involved with it for various medical reasons. And that
Right.
has driven up the cost of
okay.
medical care. That's one of the
Right.
reasons. There are many others, but that's like
So on the
one of the big ones.
advertising.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot more people. Matter of fact, the shortage is now over as of 2 weeks ago, so the companies that are making compounds have 60 days to stop. They had license to make
Oh, really?
off the copyright. Now that the company who created it is now up to speed, they can't make compounds anymore. It has to now go through the original company. I don't know what the price is, so. Although,
Varies wildly.
yes, I hear
It really does.
very expensive. So so the health insurance is up.
And you
It's either
think
11 or
it's
14.
14%?
I can find out, right?
I can put it in the spreadsheet, see what it says. Nominally, if I just change one cell. in the
Yeah.
entire budget. Real
Get you
budget.
answers. All right, continue.
Oh,
Oh,
I
thank you.
remember I was prescribed that years ago and I couldn't take it. It made me so nauseous.
Yeah.
It was awful. I said, no, if I wanted to be nauseous like this, I would have had another child.
Oh, if she gets back to me. All right,
Okay,
Good.
so that was on the budget. I have no update on the studio space except the architects came and presented to the select board. I was there. Not because I was invited or anything, just to protect our interests and make sure that the our space was still where we were told it was going to be, hadn't changed size or anything like that.
was that with the architect and the select board?
Yes,
So is it still the same place?
as far as I can tell. One thing that's interesting is, when they were talking about this, they said by making the basement, deeper, I'm sorry, by making the dead basement, they weren't gonna have one. They've been able to move the mechanical rooms and electrical rooms down into that, which has released more prime space on the
Good,
ground
So
floor.
it's a win-win,
yes,
Good way of phrasing it.
yeah.
a win-win that we're coming
Did
in.
you make that up, or is that a?
No, that's a,
Casino name?
no, no, that's that is a philosophy, a concept.
Yes.
That's a good. Just keeping that the other day.
Oh,
Excellent. So that's the best I know in the studio. Pete, by any chance, do you have a master plan steering committee input?
I resigned from that committee on January 1st.
Okay.
It shouldn't be on our, it is meeting tonight for the first time since literally last April. And I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I think they're televising it, aren't they?
Yes,
It's never been televised before, so
it was televised, once or twice.
it was not televised when the committee was there. Just when there was a group of people listening to a presentation.
No, we did one or two of,
I
At
went,
town hall.
I went to 5 meetings and none of them were televised.
Hmm.
But I don't know what's gonna happen because we spent $150,000 on this project, and as far as I can see, there's been no results from that, whatever, of any use to the town.
Well, they're meeting now, so.
Yeah.
we'll find out.
It's another one of these state unfunded mandates.
Correct.
Unfunded mandate.
what are you, I don't know what you're referring to.
master plan steering committee.
Master plan.
Okay,
Plan what's gonna happen to Lunenburg in 20 years.
was that questionnaire I filled out?
Yes, well, it was one of them. They've had 4 different ones.
Oh, okay. I gave one to a friend and she said she didn't want to do it because she hadn't done the first one.
It didn't matter. They
Yeah,
just-
that's what I thought,
that's what they do. They take all these questionnaires and make little circles.
yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, Pete, that will be removed from the agenda. in the
Yep, I will
future.
remove it.
Yeah,
Uh,
take that off.
On the investment status, I won't get till next month.
Can I ask a question about our studio location? Is it definite that they're going to do the library? They're gonna, the old library,
It's
the
gotta,
office space,
it's gotta pass town meeting.
town meeting,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
The whole thing has to pass town meeting.
Yeah, okay, because I thought, that there was, I had heard some people didn't like the idea or something.
well, it's
course,
gonna
that's
be about
typical.
$24 million, they
That-
estimate.
Mhm.
Or 27, 24, or 27.
24
It
sound.
was,
the number I
was
heard.
21, then it's 24 by the time you had contingency.
Mm.
So I think it was 24. The target was 15. TC Passio's reworking all of that. I don't know what target it was, but that came in about 30.
Mm,
However, when that
They're still
was done, that was right in the middle of COVID. And things like lumber and labor were both
Yeah.
very high.
they were,
So I don't know if they redo that, if it would come out to a lower number, but probably still not low enough.
mm,
So this, by the way, is the space picture, which I've forgotten. So this is the Ritter building.
mhm.
I'll show it to you in a second, Pete.
I seen it. It's okay.
And so that's the Ritter building. That's the 1965 edition. This is the ground, the basement, okay? So we have a studio, control room, editing suite, and whatever the other one says, and 2 offices over there. Joe and I moved these offices, they had them the other way.
Oh.
So that there was actually a narrow gap through there. But they were happy to move them. We also sneakily asked if we could have this area as a reception area,
Mhm.
because it wasn't assigned to anything. And it's right at the bottom of where the stairs come
Right,
down.
right.
so you
Excellent,
walk-
yeah.
walk
A
right
little
into it.
table,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
champagne.
Yeah, I was thinking of full wet.
Yes.
You just think champagne's enough.
Well. there's a public facility. And all the mechanical stuff is over here, right?
But they're-
Right, that's what. it
Far
was,
enough away, so that shouldn't cause
And
problems.
there are two egresses.
Good,
I
there's a
thought
firewall.
that was a female eagle, but apparently. Hmm. Pete, you've seen all this? Pete,
Yes,
right?
I
So
have.
you-
Yeah. You can really thank Michael for that. When he came and spoke with us, we turned him around because they didn't understand exactly what we were doing or why we needed space. And I think the
Oh.
meeting we had with him was valuable.
Good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so
Enterprise fund.
you already said that I don't have that.
Okay, I didn't hear that because I was writing
Well,
something else out.
you were writing something.
I was saying, I'm gonna send you, when I ask my wife tonight, I'll email you what the percentage is.
All right, or, I mean, I can ask Ezekiel,
All
but
right.
that's fine, if
between the
you
two
have
of
it,
us,
yeah,
Between the two. of us.
yeah, we'll see who has the best.
Some let me know in the middle of doing.
Yeah, it says when, that's why.
Oh, okay. Try not to read over your shoulder.
Oh, it's okay, it's minutes, you can read it.
In which case I will entertain.
Move to adjourn.
Oh,
Agenda.
really, already? Okay,
Oh, yeah,
I make a motion to,
you did.
I did.
oh, you already did, I second.
Excellent. No discussion.
May
Yeah,
our
those
next
are-
meeting, be met with robins instead of ice.
Yes,
Okay. Pale blue eggs.
Yes,
yeah. it'll-
yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, sorry, we already adjourned. How are ya? I'm really good. Good evening. All right, we're good.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
That'll
all.
be-
Thank you, Pete.
Minutes to write up.
How did your